water bottle to get ready to hit some sets. The beta's coming.
Super strong betas.
Alpha yo,
Like, bro, let's go.
5-10 minutes in. Alpha yo comes in, freaking beta's coming.
Super strong betas.
Alpha yo,
Like, bro, let's go.
5-10 minutes in. Alpha yo comes in, freaking beta's coming.
Super strong betas.
Alpha yo,
Like, bro, let's go.
5-10 minutes in. The alpha yo comes in, freaking beta's coming.
Super strong betas.
Alpha yo,
Illicit
buzz.
nootropic head high and
Alpha yo comes in, freaking beta's coming. Yo, it's Drug-Free Dansby, and today I have a new one, God Mode Pre-Workout by WXN Labs. What's this thing about, man? Before we get going, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. TikTok, Instagram, got stuff over there. I normally reply back lickety-split, so let's become homies. Shoot me an email over at drugfreedansby@gmail.com. Many ways to contact me. I love each and every one of you guys. This has been a blast. This is where my heart is. This is where my passion is. And the biggest deal is, being able to carry the message to another sick and suffering alcoholic. But even if you're not a sick and suffering alcoholic, I want to be of maximum service to God and my fellows. I'm always here to help you guys. And it's so funny. My natural state is to be selfish and self-centered and to live in fear. And I definitely don't want to help other people. I've never just had this natural, I want to be a philanthropist and go, help the needy and the poor and all that stuff. So it started out as a prayer sort of deal. God, relieve me of the bondage of self today. Help me to actually be willing to want to help somebody and not live in fear and worry about what I'm going to lose or what I might not gain or whatever it is. And just let me do it out of the kindness of my heart. And I would do that prayer a lot and then still not want to go help that person, but I would go and do it anyways because of the willingness God gave me. And I would feel a million times better afterwards. The real joy, the real being sober and happy about it, not being dry, not being miserable, not hating going to meetings and hating my new sober life with nothing to look forward to, but actually being sober and happy about it literally comes from me not thinking about Dansby, me thinking about somebody else, and being willing to do the things that are uncomfortable and that have a little bit of fear because of the result that comes afterwards. Just like going to the gym, I really don't want to go to the gym today, but when I go and I hit the weights, whatever muscle group I'm trying to do, and I leave and I get out of there, dude, I feel amazing. But regardless, dude, if you have a product like this, does not matter how you feel, and put it in your system, go to the gym, I promise you there will be some results. So, all right, let's dive into this. Let's go. All right. So, God Mode. This thing has just hit. I saw a review on it maybe a month ago, a few weeks ago. My boy Ace just reviewed this bad boy, and I reached out to them to see, what's up, see if this puppy's going to stick around, and they were like, "Hey, let's send you out a tub." So, this one was a couple weeks coming from Poland. So, these guys are the newcomers to the game from Poland. WXN Labs, how many of you guys know Legit Pre is from Poland? Dark Labs is from Poland. And this is a euphoric high stem pre-workout. So I swear to y'all that Poland is like leading the export of DMHA in the game, dude. Like I swear you go over there, they just have DMHA crops and farms and all this stuff. I don't know. They have some of the biggest bangers I think I've ever had and ever heard about putting my bodies coming over from Poland. So before we dive into the label and the experience, let's look at this tub. All right, so it's shiny, obviously. To me, it reminds me of like a superhero type vibe or maybe like a Greek god or something. It actually reminds me of that one dude off of the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. He was like super gold or something. I don't know. You guys have to see the movie. But yeah, dude, this is a super cool tub. Nice aesthetic. Really beautiful. This is a Sinful apple flavor. So let's talk about the flavor since we're already there. So Sinful apple, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to compare, contrast, nothing. This is its own product. I'm not gonna hype up WXN Labs or compare it, but this flavor, very, very similar to the Cracked Diamond type flavor. So it's not bitter. You get a hint of apple, and then right afterwards, you're just like, okay, that's kind of it. You get just this watery aftertaste, kind of washes it down, makes it a lot easier and a lot better for sure. Nothing bitter, nothing gross, nothing super eventful, so you're not going to be mad about this flavor. Regardless, you guys know we don't take these because of the flavor. Like, oh my gosh, I got to go hit a PR at the gym today. I got to go crush legs. You know, this better taste good. If this doesn't taste good, I'm not going to get the workout. No, guys, we know as we dive into this label, the whole point of the deal is the effects produced by the tub of pre-workout. So yeah, this is a pretty big old tub. Let's look at some powders inside. Look at some powders. So it's not like filled all the way to the top. I've taken one scoop out of it so far. And this is the scooper. It's kind of actually a monster. Pretty decent sized scooper, I'm gonna be honest. So, all right, excuse me. Before we go into the supplement facts, I will say fair warning on this. All right, one scoop is supposed to be 15.3 grams. I weighed it on the scale, obviously the first time when I took it, and then I just weighed it again just to double check before I hopped on here. Unless my scale is busted, a level scoop came out to 17 grams for me. So I cannot say it enough on the channel. Get you a scale, weigh out your supplements, make sure you're getting the proper doses. I don't want anyone on my channel to get a different result than what I get. And if you do, it's because you didn't weigh something out. Just get you a scale. It's like $5, $10 on Amazon, especially if you're gonna be putting the illicits, the yummy yum in your body, y'all. So just be careful, all right? So this one, take a little bit out, you're gonna get the full dose. Beautiful. All right, so yeah, one scoop is supposed to be 15.3 grams, so I love it. We're not doing the one scoop, two scoop. And you're getting 25 servings per container. So I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure Cracked Diamond and Legit Pre coming from Poland is 25 servings. So American companies, tighten up. At least do 25. If you can do 30, even better. But you know, it's a business, I get it. There's a lot that goes into it. I'm sure these puppies are expensive to produce and get out to the world. All right, off the rip, you get L-citrulline, pure citrulline at 7 grams. So that's gonna help with the nitric oxide. It's gonna be the tight vascular pumps, get them veins popping, get the blood flow going. It's not that glycerol juicy pump. And honestly, if you have pure citrulline, give me anywhere from 5 to even upwards of 10, dude, and I'm in the zone, dude, pump-wise. That's plenty. You really don't need anything else. All right, next we have beta-alanine, 3,200 milligrams. So the malic acid buffering, the warm fuzzies, the physical, or the sense of urgency, you know. Anytime I feel the betas come in, I'm like, all right, dude, we have a solid quality pre-workout here. I'm ready to put some weights in my hands. Let's go pump some gosh darn iron. All right, and yeah, that's the clinical dose. So next we have agmatine sulfate, 1,000 milligrams. So it's gonna pair well with the nitric oxide pumps from the citrulline, another pump product there, beautiful stuff. All right, next we have a gram of L-tyrosine. So that's honestly plenty of focus. The Maniaco had 4 grams and I was dialed in all day. Love that. So, I mean, I can take anywhere up to 4 grams of L-tyrosine. A gram is obviously pretty noticeable, especially if it's well sourced. And then you don't really need anything else if we're pairing, because I feel like other stems in itself are gonna help with focus as it is. So give me a little sprinkle of L-tyrosine on top of the other stems and I'm in the zone. That's gonna help with mind-muscle connection. You know why you came there. You're not scatterbrain running all over the place. You're hitting all 4 sets instead of being like, was that 3 sets? Was that 4? You know, because the L-tyrosine that you did 3 sets. So do another set. Stop skipping out. All right, next we have lion's mane extract, 500 milligrams. So that's been making a splash here in the last few years, man. I'm seeing it in a lot of pre-workouts. I believe it was in Crack Reloaded. It was in that brain pump. It's this nootropic everyone is putting in their pre-workouts. Supposed to help with mood elevation, some other properties there, but it's all a nootropic head high type vibe from lion's mane. I like it. I think the highest I ever had was a gram from that Crack Reloaded. Don't quote me on that. I know I just reviewed it. I should remember, but I review a lot of these, so. All right, next we have inphenethyl dimethylamine citrate, 250 milligrams, also known as Araya genesis. DMHA's little brother. It's the PG-13 DMHA. Let's say that. It's coming in. It's about to replace DMHA. You know, it's going to go away. Hopefully DMHA never goes away, but if you get a good sourced Araya, you know, watch any of my Kilo Labs reviews. The Araya genesis is amazing. It's you don't miss DMHA if you have good Araya. Speaking of DMHA, you know, the mood elevation from the Araya is going to pair well with the 2-amino isoheptane, 250 milligrams in this one, dude. Poland WXN Labs, thank you guys so much. Y'all aren't messing around with no 150 DMHA, no 200 DMHA. Since there's other stems, we also don't need a 300 milligrams of DMHA. That Maniaco 300 milligrams DMHA, insane, dude. It scratched the itch on a whole different level. But dude, 250, if it's good source, you're barely gonna notice a difference, if at all. All right, next we have L-Norvaline, 250 milligrams. So they stuck another nitric oxide blood flow pump ingredient right underneath some illicit stems to kind of distract you from the next ingredient that is coming. 250 milligrams, good dose, vascularity, all that. Pumps are still happening. All right, next, perhaps the star of the show, and at the very least, what sets us apart from all the other Polish drops this year and illicit drops period this year, is that 2-amino-4-methylheptane hydrochloride, 150 milligrams, dude. So if let's go down a little story trail here. 120 milligrams of DMAA in the purple tub crack. I got one sitting right here. All right, 120 milligrams DMAA, dude. The first time I took that, I think it was actually the one without the 120 milligrams on the front. And I got this focus, I got this crazy burst of energy, I had the best arm day of my life, but it wasn't as euphoric, you know what I mean? I was really kind of bummed. But once I got into that tub and the more I got into DMAA products, I was like, dude, it's a euphoria, but it's a cleaner and different than the 2-amino. So DMBA is gonna have more of this aggressive vibe instead of the euphoric, happy, floaty type thing. However, it's in the same ballpark as DMAA and DMHA, guys. So do not throw euphoria out the window when it comes to this stuff. But for me, this is just my experience. DMBA has always been more of a pushing, like angry, aggressive, let's freaking go, let's slam these weights, let's hit some PRs. So yeah, we got DMBA in this, guys, some amp citrate. All right, next we have, did I skip caffeine anhydrous? I hope I didn't. There's 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous in this. That's gonna stimulate. I think I did skip caffeine. So there's 300 caffeine in here, guys. Next, we have caffeine citrate, 50% yield at 150 milligrams. So now we're up to 375. Then we got dicaffeine malate. So the caffeine citrate is fast acting. It's gonna hit you right away. Dicaffeine malate, 75% at 100 milligrams, another 75 milligrams. So we're up to, what is that, 450 total caffeine from 3 sources. Dude, that's insane, dude. This is how that hits. Caffeine citrate, boom, right away. Caffeine anhydrous is the baseline, sticks in the middle, and the dicaffeine malate is like, let's stretch this stem out. So I like the tri-caffeine effect here, dude. It's the trifecta of caffeine. All right. Next, we have Nupept, 30 milligrams. So these guys are really trying to get noticed in America by the FDA for putting all these crazy illicit ingredients. Nupept is going to give you mood elevation. It's going to make you feel blessed that you're at the gym. You're going to be smiling. You're going to be enjoying your music. It's going to go with the Lion's Mane. It's going to go with the 2-amino. It's going to go with the Araya and the DMBA. So literally expect euphoria, expect mood elevation, expect the weights. This is not a chore anymore. This is fun. This is a blast. This is a game. All that from these ingredients. And I believe, I could be wrong, but why not make a concoction that is going to keep us excited to go to the gym? It's going to aid us in the gym. You're supposed to take it pre-workout, right? So that when you get there, you're like, bruh. And I tell you, the only downside to that is there's many times I go train non-stim or train with nothing on in my system, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not used to this. So it is good to cycle off these bad boys and take some time off. I just took 2 weeks off of all illicit stems, and then I hit it this past Saturday with just a Araya Alpha Yo, that hybrid limited. Just dropped that review. I'll link it down below if you want to go watch it. All right, let me stop rambling. So next we have Raophia vomitoria extract, 1.5 milligrams. So that is that Alpha Yo. That is going to give you the physical energy. It's going to pair with the 2-amino-4. It's going to synergize with the other stems. It's going to give you that little bit of cold sweats, a little bit of, clear up your nasals, put a little hair on your chest. But 1.5 milligrams, you shouldn't get that fight or flight or that anxiety. But everybody has different tolerances. So this is just my experience with those ingredients. Only thing I would say this label is missing is maybe like some estrogen or black pepper extract so you can absorb everything. But it doesn't, I don't know if that even really works, guys. I'm not a scientist. I haven't looked it up. I'm sure there's some benefits to it because People put it in many pre-workouts, and I don't design these things. I just review them. So giving you guys my honest, unbiased opinions on these bad boys. All right, so how did God mode hit Dansby? I hate that I just referred to myself in third person again. But yeah, so this is supposed to be a high energy, euphoric pre-workout. So the only thing I can really compare this to is maybe Crack Barbarian, Crack Gold, Legit Pre. So imagine if you took a third of a scoop of each of those that I just mentioned. You got this right here, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys, this is insane, dude. Next level. Checks all the boxes. Physical energy, nootropic head high, euphoria from DMHA, mood elevation, strength output, muscle endurance, hit cardio for 5 hours if you want to. Like, this thing is a stim junkie masterpiece, dude. This is up there with the tippity top. I'm gonna tell you guys, elite level, legendary. I don't know how much more I could say on this one, but WXN Labs, fantastic job. Before I get fully into the experience, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. WXN Labs did this thing right. So first thing you're gonna feel when you take this is that quick acting caffeine. You know, if our experiences are similar. As I'm going to the gym, you know, 5-10 minutes in, I get the quick acting caffeine, and I get a little bit of focus from the L-tyrosine, but there's nothing crazy going on. So typically with these pre-workouts of this label, they hit me in such a way where I feel one ingredient, then the next, and the next, and the next, and then it all kind of comes together at like maybe the 1 hour mark. Whatever they're doing in Poland, whatever their manufacturing is, these things hit me differently, dude. Like, you can go back and watch any like Legit pre-review. Right after you get a little bit of caffeine and focus, it's not just here's a little sprinkle of Araya. It's this illicitness, this naughty freaking highness is starting to come in, starts bubbling in your belly, and you just get this slow climb. However, so this one was even more different than Legit Pre. I hate that I'm comparing it to that, but it came in, something hit me, dude. Like, not alpha yo, holy crap, go hide in the bathroom vibe, but it was, maybe it's real DMBA, maybe it's not. But I felt this aggression and this dialed in focus, not just from the L-tyrosine, in my first freaking set, dude. I'm like different set, whatever, reps in, and I'm like, dude, this has to be like the AM citrate. This has to be that aggressive DMBA vibe. And it made me kind of sad at first because I didn't have the euphoria from it. I'm expecting the DMHA to pair with it, and I just get this euphoria, happy. I'm really like comparing this to either Barbarian or Legit Pre at this point. So I'm texting all the homies, whoa, this is probably real DMBA. I love the aggression from it. And it's okay that euphoria is not that crazy, whatever. However, 30 to 40 minutes mark, let's just, I'm sweating. Maybe the Alpha Yo is coming in, the Araya, the Noopept, all that. So the Noopept, Araya, and 2-amino, they all come in and they just sit on the lap of the DMBA. So the DMBA is definitely in the driver's seat. The aggression, the physical energy with the Alpha Yo, definitely the driver's seat, definitely the star of the show. However, there is a close silver medal to the DMHA highness and euphoria. You do not, just not get that at all. I thought that's what was going to happen, but going into the hour mark, dude, this package comes together in such a way. So like I said, it checks the boxes of, you get a little thermogenic, you get the physical energy, the weights feel lighter, your endurance is insane. You're gonna, like, honestly, like, take Barbarian and Crack Gold and Legit Pre, sprinkle them all together. Boom. That's what you get from God Mode, man. They crush this. Appetite suppression is there. PP tingles are there. The pumps are freaking solid. You really don't need to stack anything else on it whatsoever. Throw some glycerol if you really want to. But dude, my veins were popping out like crazy. No rest in between sets. There's a little bit when that DMBA is really peaking, a little bit of like high heart rate action going, but nothing to be super scared of. My tolerance, stim junkie McGee for sure, so it may hit you guys a little differently. I would recommend, if you don't like the crazy physical energy, probably take half a scoop, bring the other half, go to the gym and see how it hits you. Post-workout buzz right now, Focus is intense still. Highness is still very much here. I would say the euphoria lasts like a good hour and a half, and then it just turns into this noticeable illicit mood elevation that lasts the next, I'm going on 3 hours right now, guys. So very, very productive pre-workout. Very well sourced. WXN Labs ain't playing no games. Be careful with this one. Don't give this to a brand new gym bro. This is freaking intense. Remember, y'all, get pumped, not drunk. Peace.